Hi, this is Garrett from Rhapsody, and you're watching Field Trip. This is our very first episode. We had this idea to do a show based around meeting new friends and discovering new cool places that have to do with music. So for this series, we teamed up with our friends at Acura. They've hooked us up with a brand new TSX wagon, which we just picked up, and we are headed to Los Angeles to meet up with our first new friend.
Hi, this is Nicole Fiorentino from the Smashing Pumpkins.
Nicole.
Field trip!
Field trip! Yay!
Yay!
So Nicole, can tell us a little bit about where we're headed right now down this beautiful Sunset Boulevard alleyway?
So we're actually going to a house that I lived in for about 6 months with a friend, and it's from the 1920s. And actually, Rick Rubin used to own this house and live here,
Wow.
and recorded a bunch of bands here, including Red Hot Chili Peppers and Johnny Cash at one point as well.
So when you were living here, did you kind of feel the sort of the rock and roll vibe?
I sure did.
I would imagine sort of like if this house could tell a story, it would, one of the main pieces of the story would be like the most epic parties ever thrown.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any contributions of your own to make to that?
Well, lots of naked bodies in the hot tub at any given time.
My
I'll say
goodness.
that.
So we're here in the backyard. We're hanging out at this somewhat famous Nido house.
It's pretty neato. I mean, look around you.
Maybe you could tell us a story about how you wound up in Smashing Pumpkins Part Do or
I could do that.
Redux.
I could do
You call
that.
it Pumpkins Redux or
If you want to. Part deal.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I was playing with a local LA band called Light FM at the time, and I guess it was about a year ago now that I met Billy. We were playing a show at the Echoplex in Echo Park, and he saw me play and remembered me, and we actually only spoke for about 2 minutes that night. But I always felt like, I don't know, just after that night, I just felt like I was going to see him again and we were going to work together at some point. About 6 months later, his bass player, Ginger, at the time, ended up telling him that she was going to leave the band because she was having a baby. He said I was the first person that he thought of and
Wow.
had his management contact me. When I got the phone call, I was working at a restaurant and I was actually doing dishes and had like rubber gloves
Wow.
up to my elbows and couldn't answer my phone. So on my break, when I got the message from management, my face just turned white, and my coworker was like, "What's going on? Are you okay? Like, do you need to sit down?"
Right.
And I said, "No, I think I'm okay, but I just got a really weird phone call, and I think I need to call them back."
And I should quit.
Yeah. I might have a new job.
This is sort of strange, to find out you're doing dishes because you had a fun career.
Well, I mean, that's the nature of
That's LA.
entertainment industry,
Yeah.
There's ups and downs. So I was actually in Veruca Salt for about 3 years as well, right after my band Radio Vago.
So what are you guys working on now? I know you're working on this kind of big, complicated, very involved project.
He decided to commit to 44 songs for a project called Tear Garden by Kaleidoscope. He's releasing them one at a time on the Smashing Pumpkins website for free, so you can just go download it. It's easy as that. There's going to be 2 releases in the next 2 months that I've contributed to.
Oh, awesome. Obviously, you've been playing music for a long time, but now here comes Billy Corgan, and he's written some of the most classic alternative rock songs ever. He's like, "Hey, why don't you come over here and help me write some of these new songs?" You ever get kind of like intimidated, or is that a weird feeling?
Initially, it was a little bit when I was going through. I did actually have a bit of an audition process, I guess you could call it. But it was basically working with the band for about a month before being told that I was actually in the band. So that was kind of an anxiety-ridden time in my life. Honestly, it feels so natural. Like, we all click so well that all went away really quickly.
Awesome.
As soon as I was officially in the band, I was like, all right, this is my job.
Obviously, you're playing with the Pumpkins, but you seem like you have a ton of things going on all the time. What else is going on?
Yeah, I don't have that much spare time because we're sort of workaholics, but with my spare time, I actually have a side project called The Cold and Lovely with Megan Toohey, who is in the Weepies, and she played with Lenka for a while, and she's a really amazing producer. And
Thanks.
so we have this side project that we're actually going to be releasing a full-length LP in the spring.
You play that for Billy, and you're like, What do you think?
He hasn't heard it yet. I'm like,
I get nervous.
oh God, what is he gonna say?
I hope you like it.
It's very non-pumpkin-y. It's actually more along the lines of like, I'd say PJ Harvey.
Well, Nicole, thank you for showing us around and being the first sort of the guinea pig for Field Trip. And
I love guinea pigs.
Great, yeah. No, but you've been a great first friend, and this is a cool place that you've shown us. And
I might cry.
oh my goodness,
Great first friend.
we'll see you next time on Field Trip.